Okay. Are we live? I did change the thumbnail, yeah? Yeah.
I believe so.
Yep. Everything is set.
We're here, motherfuckers!
We back! After another
It's been
fucking
so
month!
long
Because
since
December
last
and
I
working in
streamed
retail
this
sucks.
game, it's so fucking sad. Oh, I forgot the rest of the words.
Yep, just working in retail in December sucks. That's pretty much all there is to say about that.
Yeah. We both got flogged.
Yep. And our schedules just did not line up to let us get back to this any sooner. And it's like, believe me, we've tried, we've tried for the last few weeks. We had to keep canceling because it's like, it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Not gonna work o'clock. It's like, god damn it. It's like, just let it happen. But alas, it was not the will of Steins Gate.
And now, Steins Gate has chosen.
Yes, Steins Gate has chosen this fine day to return. So what else besides work did you get up to during the month of December?
Fuck. Well, a lot of it was just really busy with work and spending time with my friends. Like, fuck,
That's nice.
I went out a lot of nights and getting fucking like, on the piss to the point that it like, there was so many fucking funny recordings of me just doing stupid shit while drunk. Intro.
Here we
You
go.
have to let it happen.
Yup. Shut up, E6. So I get for wanting to move it to be able to see it while I do stuff on Discord. I'm just waiting for Imprudent now.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
I see you've added a new, like, number counter at the bottom of your...
Oh, you mean for the thumbnails?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been experimenting with that as a way of indicating the part number instead of just writing it out via text. Make it take up less space on the thumbnail.
Allows you to do more things with it?
Yeah, that's more or less the idea behind it. It's...
Hey, it works.
Yeah, it's something I've seen plenty of other channels do, so I decided to see if I couldn't implement something like that. So yeah, just grabbed a little wedge like that to use, and fit it into the overlay.
Well,
I'd rather find one that's not colored, because it kind of makes it hard to color it when I want to use a specific color. So that's kind of annoying. I just haven't been able to find one yet. Honestly, I should probably just go into, like, Paint or something and screenshot something like that. I could probably just make one myself. Haven't done it, though.
You could
something I could do real easy.
Have it the standard blue, and then just use the thing within your OBS to be able to change the color.
Yep, and that's what I do.
And we've already seen this. Just get out of here. Leave.
As nice as it is, we
Center.
don't need to hear it more than once.
Yeah.
I love the part where it ramps up, by the way, after the kind of soft part. I love that. I love how it ramps up. It sounds so good. It just makes it sound so high.
So much better as well.
Uh-huh.
Like, the anime did definitely the visual novel justice.
Yeah.
But yeah. It has truly been a hot minute since we've been at this. And I'm surprised and Prudent hasn't already gone into the chat and started like...
Right?
So, we're at this again. We're waiting for him. He'll come. We believe in him.
Yep, at some point.
And it's one thing I will say.
Maybe once he notices the name of the server, he'll realize what's going on.
It's time.
Yes!
He'll get a notification on his phone that, there's a ping in the cult of Faris, and then he was like,
Excuse me.
I will say this. I want to ask, on opinions on main themes, how would you compare the main menu theme to Steins Gate to Devil on G-String?
I mean, both of them are excellent. What I liked about the theme from Devil on G-String is how the more routes you play, the more it adds to the theme. Just kind of starts out as like the low-pitched like violin melody,
and then it slightly.
Every route like added more instruments to it until you finish the game, and then the whole ensemble is complete, and you get to hear the full menu theme. That was really nice. I really like how they did that.
Yeah, like if we ever did a retrospective video on fucking Devil, it would pretty much just be us creaming our pants half about the music.
I have a feeling that would be a big part of the discussion, yeah. I have a feeling it would be. It is a big part of the fucking game with the music of G-String.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is.
And yeah, Steins Gate in itself is a different story, it's a different theme. And just the theme, it's like it brings you in just enough that you can't fully get to experience it, but it keeps you in, And it's variations too within the actual OST. Like, fuck.
Yep.
I still can't believe that we played an entire, decently length visual novel together, and now we're halfway through.
Yeah, we're halfway through this one, 12 episodes in.
Yeah, like, fuck.
Yeah, by the way, I got a comment the other day on the finale of the Devil on G-String series. Someone said, I've watched this from almost start to finish. Started on part 2, skipping Sood routes. At first, I thought it was an incredibly bad idea to play this game without voices, but you had really good commentary, and so I couldn't stop watching. Seeing your reactions to each new twist was quite interesting. Nevertheless, you really should listen to some of the voice acting in this visual novel because it's phenomenal. And I'm sure it is. They had especially good things to say about Mao's and Cannon's voices.
Hi, I'm saying it.
The final scenes in the epilogue are really emotional due to how good the voice actor's delivery is. Yeah. And yes, Zach, away we go. How you doing tonight, dude?
Yeah.
Finally bloody getting back into it after another month because of December. Fucking December happened, and working retail in December sucks. That's all there really is to say about it. For the first time in a month again, I get to bust out the who does what document.
I miss you. I guess the good thing that we it made the good thing about the fact that we didn't have voices in the Devil on G-string, and I guess this, it kind of made it feel more immersive that we were a part of the story, that there wasn't that disconnect like between those characters and like we were voicing them. Like they became our characters when we were voicing them, you know.
Yep, and that's why I like doing that kind of thing. I think it makes it more personal.
To read this guy's comment, like. We had really good commentary.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Like,
that comment really made me smile. So I thought I'd share that with you.
Nah, thanks, man. Like, I'm gonna reply. I'm gonna fucking give you a reply. Yeah, this guy's a legend.
I'm gonna find our most recent save here and get us started here.
Yeah. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go reply to this guy's comment because he deserves a reply.
Yeah, I think this one here. This one here. From December 9th. That was our last stream on this game. See, that was from November. Yes, we are, Zach. With our own series. We are getting to the... Well, actually, we're right on the Christmas stuff for our Blue Skies series. We got up to that point last night, and then I'm like, it is 3 o'clock, I should probably go to bed. So, yeah, here we go.
I just said, thank you. It was a very unique experience to be able to voice those characters and be in their shoes. Sadly, the copy of the game Ben played didn't have the voices in them. But if you're interested in more of our commentary, I highly recommend you check out our ongoing Steins game playthrough. It's legendary. Okay. It's nice to fucking hear, like, someone actually, compliment, like, our fucking stream, fucking...
Yeah, dude, doing this kind of thing with you is a lot of fun, so...
Yeah, like, just...
really makes me smile.
Yeah, I know, like, we have a lot of fucking chemistry when it comes to, like, fucking this kind of shit, and we fucking bounce off each other extremely well, but just to have someone to say it, it's nice. Just makes me.
If you didn't have to work, I would have gone on for another hour, says Zach. In the words of Rick Grimes, my mercy prevails over my wrath. Yeah. If we want, we can try moving Blue Skies to a different day if there's a different day besides Friday that works better for you. But anyway. Yeah, but I think this is the part where we choose our destiny here with reverting things back with Faris. I think this is where we revert things back.
We have to make sure we send the text this time.
Yep, because we didn't do that last time to see Faris's ending.
Yeah, and then I think it's the same with Lucas and then Mayuri.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the whole point of what we're doing. We're undoing all of the like time travel and shit that we've done with the phone wave to get back to where we were, so that
one where
Mayuri doesn't die.
Ending. There's one where it's Luca's ending, and then Chapter 9 is one that it doesn't exactly matter, but it gives us an extra scene that's apparently really worth watching.
I see. So I guess we'll find out by the time we get there.
Yeah.
Alright then. By the time Faris finishes her farewells with her father and comes out of her study, the phone wave, subject to change, settings are already complete. I contact Daru at the lab and make sure the Brawn Tube Workshop's 42-inch CRT is turned on. I still can't believe that's the like fucking grounder or whatever for the
I just had a fucking
phone wave.
That guy that watched through all of fucking fucking Devil and G-String. He probably watched and dealt with 12 fucking hours of us rambling on about random fucking nonsense.
Hey, that's part of the fun about watching this stuff live, though. That's part of the fun about watching the VODs. If I were to do just like, highlights like a normal person would, like I have the time for that, you wouldn't get to hear all that stuff. You'd miss it. That's part of the fun, man.
On that series, fucking Zach, like the fucking Eminem reference, me fucking talking about OnlyFans, fucking banning porn, like, fuck.
Right?
Our reaction to the fucking title drop.
Yep.
Just
the one that came like, so deep into the game. It's like, oh my god. That must have been one of the best moments of the whole series.
Pretty much like, you pretty much just like in absolute awe in fucking Cannon's route.
And then we get all the way there, and by the time we get the fucking title drop, the new chapter, we're both just like, whoa!
It was
there it is!
That fucking Mal was Kyosuke's dead brother, and then the title drop.
Yup.
It's just like the review
that game knew how to keep building this, raising
that game
stakes.
Was the purest example of, but wait, there's more.
Yep. Billy Mays would be proud. Now all we have to do is send an email.
Guess what? It was...
But I hesitate.
I missed that game. It will... As much as all good things come to an end, I don't think you have to open it yet. I think when it prompts you, then you open your phone. Then it does it automatically. But...
Instead of meeting Faris' eyes, I look down at my feet.
All good things have to come to an end,
from her father. Yep, Zach, this was your moment, dude. It was! Wonder what Faris is thinking now.
What's Zach going?
Don't be like that, Kioma.
Yeah.
You've done nothing wrong.
That was your moment, Zach.
But... Nyan nyan, no more talking, nyan. Okay. Can't stay sad when Faris is trying to cheer me up. I steel myself for what I need to do. Yesterday, just before she left the room, Faris told me the contents of the first email she sent. 100 mil for your kid. Take the train.
Ooh.
That mail stopped her father from getting on the airplane. As a result, he didn't die. But that wasn't the only effect it had on the timeline. Yeah, it had a big fucking impact. Her father needed to sell the IBM 5100 to prepare the 100 million yen ransom. As a result, Faris never donated the IBM 5100 to Yanabayashi Shrine. With her father still alive, Faris didn't participate in Akihabara city development conferences. Otaku-oriented businesses never took root in Akiba. Maid Queen plus Nyan Nyan never opened. Faris wasn't as busy, which allowed her to join the Rhinet tournament circuit. We still gotta figure out how we're gonna fucking play a Rhinet game at the end of this series. On a different note.
Yeah, it's like...
Because I remember we had that idea at the end of Faris' route.
Yeah. It's like, instead of a retrospective, we're just fucking playing Rhinet.
Yeah, that's the real ending you're all looking forward to. In other words,
you guys
this
don't
world
give a
lines
fuck about
Faris
the
as a normal
story. You
life.
just want to see us fucking playing a fucking board game.
Yep, I really do want to explore it. I really do want to see like what the hell it's like.
You're gonna be the only Doki tuber capable of playing Rhinet.
On the world line I came from, Faris was not only a student, but also the heir to her father's company, an influential member of the Akihabara Development Board, and a part-time maid waitress. Which life is better for her? Which will give her greater happiness? That's not my decision. It's hers.
I will
And
give
her
this
decision
game
is to
one
return
thing.
to the way things were. I'm just here to help her wake up from this dream. Faris has already entered the cancellation email. Sorry.
I was just going to say
Keep
something. I know. The one thing I love about this game, and I guess the anime as well, but I think the game encapsulates it more, the burden of choice, and the fact that, like, there is a choice, and there are consequences to every choice.
Yeah, because we're effectively playing God with the phone wave here.
Yeah,
that's kind of what being the
usually like
owner of this machine that can enable this thing does. It's it means you have the ability to play God, and it really brings up the moral questions with that. That's what I love about this.
Not only that,
that's what I love about this story. It really
like Faris's
invokes that. It really incites that sort of discussion. Anyway.
In a situation like Faris's, like, where her dad passed away, like, she like, as much as she couldn't take that back, she couldn't, stop that, but then she was given a choice. And now, because of that, it contributed to Mayuri's death. And now she has to make that choice to kill, like, to pretty much erase her father.
Pretty much choose, like, who dies. Should her dad die, or should Mayuri die? And it's a tough call, either way.
Like there's so many choices like that. Like Okabe has to break down the world that they crafted together to save Mayuri.
It's really fun to think about.
Well, let's continue.
To really get down to it. Faris has already entered the cancellation email. JK on ransom. I love you, Papa. See you soon. These are Faris's last words to her father. Her true last words. When we change things back, will my memories of this world disappear? Yeah?
No, they won't, Faris.
Of course not. You'll remember. You have memories from both worlds right now, don't you? Is that why you were so desperate to help Faris? Yeah? That's open to your interpretation. I feel my cheeks get warm, so I hang my head to hide my face. Faris doesn't want to forget her time with Kiyoma, yeah? Thank you. I take Faris's phone. I'm sorry, Faris.
Alright, now I open your
I lied to you. Yep, there it is. That's Faris's.
Yeah.
Backing up. 456914. Chapter 8.
We are ready.
Oh boy, phasing in. My head spins. I feel faint. Slowly, the world reasserts itself. I have teleported to the lab development room. Faris is standing next to me. Reading Steiner is telling me that the world line has changed. Additionally, the injuries the viral attack has inflicted on my body have vanished. So has the pain.
We got a new account that joined. It looks really suspicious. As much as the account is, like, 2 years old, it's just a blank account.
Hold up. Yeah, I'm with you. That's not anything I recognize.
No. Fucking it is good to have that fucking permanent firewall.
Yep. People. As much as I would love for you to join the Discord server, it's much like our fucking immigration system here in America. We want you to do it the right way. Like, if you don't use Discord a lot, or, you're new to it, please fucking reach out and acknowledge that, okay? Because it's like, as much as I want you to join the server, some fucking random account that looks, blank as all hell, they could very easily just be somebody's burner account. Very unlikely we're gonna let something like that in. So please, indicate to us you are an actual person with your account when you join the server.
There's literally easy ways to fucking contact us. Like, Christ, there's a live stream. It's a live chat.
We have a chat. We have comment sections. I've got my community tab posts. Like, there's so many ways, people. Please reach out if you are someone legit trying to join the server, but because of stuff like this, you get rejected. I haven't had anybody reach out like that, but I'm putting it out there as a just in case.
Yeah, Christ, like fucking common sense.
Faris is standing in the center of the room, looking around. She's like, wait a minute, how did we end up here? The tears that were wet in her eyes just a moment ago are gone.
We got a Faris jump scare.
Kioma, do you know where Faris's phone went? Yeah? Just a moment ago, Faris was fighting to hold back her tears. But that Faris is no more. In her place is the usual cute, cheerful Faris, with an impish smile on her face. I look at the phone in my hand. It's not my phone, but one with several cute, girly cat doll phone straps attached. Here's your phone. You're expecting
my phone? But no, it was Faris's phone.
Yup. She's like, wait, why did you have it? Faris walks up to me with a teasing smile on her face. No, she's literally doing the colon 3 face. That's literally what she's doing.
We know that you could be a Rynet champion, Faris. We know that.
Yep.
She
pokes at my fingers with her index finger. Kioma, did you see what was inside? Yeah.
Yes.
Faris gently takes her phone from my hand. If you did see it, then please forget about it. Yeah. Let the cat out of the bag. Yeah. Or else they will awaken. Yeah. Come on, Kioma. You're supposed to say something, yeah? Like, who the hell are they? Or something, yeah.
They are the organization.
Yep. I'm sorry. Before we sent the D-mail, Faris said she didn't want to forget. And I lied that she would surely remember. Kioma's acting weird, yeah? You usually act all pompous and... Yeah? I embrace Faris suddenly, pulling her to me as tightly as I can. I'm sorry. Faris remembers nothing. I think it's better that way, though.
Yes.
Nothing about her victory at the Rynet tournament. She's a winner in our hearts.
She always will be.
Yes. She is the true champion. Nothing about our escape from the viral attackers. Nothing about her father riding up in his limousine to save her. Nothing about how we talked alone in her bedroom. Nothing. She remembers nothing. Everything that happened on that world line was undone. What happens to that world line? I don't know. That's a very interesting point to bring up. Like, is erasing that world line genocide? Like, does that world line just cease to exist? Just fade into non-existence? It's a very interesting question for the game to pose.
And that brings also the concept of reading Steiner. Is it just a concept of perspective, or is it something more?
That's a very good point. Something I hadn't thought of. Maybe, like Suzuha said, it still exists as another possible world line. Or maybe it ceased to exist the moment I sent that email. You'd have to be a god to observe each and every world line, so it's pointless to worry about it. But one thing is clear. I can never return to that world line again. Faris can never see her father again. Yoma, this is really bold of you. Yeah? Mayushi's in the next room. She'll find out, you know? Yeah.
Even worse, Daru will find out.
That's the real problem. You don't want Daru to see you like this. The only thing I can do is apologize. And we're just not going to acknowledge that. Who's in the other room and any of that. Nope, moving right along. Alright then. I see you, game. I see you. On this world line, Mayuri invited Faris to come hang out at the lab. Apparently she came to see a costume Mayuri had made. I missed that. Who goes there? Mayuri! They had a fight.
Kaya-chan had a fight with her boyfriend. Oh, you get them to make up. Mayushi's never had a fight with anyone. So I think it's mysterious I couldn't fight with the person I like.
It's normal for every friendship.
Let's have a look.
Those kinds of things happen. What are our responses? That's because you're a gentle girl, Mayuri. That doesn't sound very helpful. Yes, it is mysterious. Why are people so cruel to each other? Again, not very helpful.
No.
Since when do you have someone you like? I figured you'd put food before romance. None of these replies are helpful! God damn it! You're completely dodging the question, Okabe! God damn it! This is the one time where I just don't want to pick anything. Like, none of these are good, in my opinion. This is just like the choice at the end of Act 1 of DDLC, where both choices are bad, but you have to pick something.
Technically, it's fucking... Like, a lot of people fucking still don't understand how fucking simple the original DDLC was.
Yeah, I think it was designed that way to be more accessible.
Fucking simple. It did what it did well.
Yeah, basically, it's supposed... I've said this before, but I think it's supposed to be like the anti-visual novel. Kind of playing on some of the tropes.
No, the anti-visual novel is fucking Class of 09. 100%.
Yeah.
No, pretty much DLC is cliche. It is the cliche visual novel. It is cliche, and then it kind of like flipped a switch on. Which, unique to itself, simple, did what it did well. Is it the greatest visual novel of all time? No, not in the fucking... not ever.
Yeah, which is why I say it's kind of like the anti-visual novel. It kind of plays up those tropes, because it, it's kind of poking fun at them. For, people that are more into visual novels, and then for the people that aren't, it just kind of indicates what kind of game you're playing before it flips the switch.
Like, it is just... Yeah, and that is like half a lot of reasons why I wanted you to experience other visual novels, just to kind of realize the toes that DDLC plays in when it comes to outside visual novels and stories. Like, fucking, this game is an entirely different fucking monster.
That very much it is.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna leave my Yuri's message for now. I don't really like any of those replies.
No,
I need more time to consider. Like, out of all of those, if like you had to pick one right now, fuck, what would you even pick?
I'd probably do the last one because that like is at least somewhat funny. The other two are kind of pointless.
Yeah, the other two just don't give any useful information and come off more as just horribly dense and, you know, very just unaware of her situation.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go with this one.
Yeah.
That's like I'm going with like a fucking least worst, as opposed to like, you know, the one I think is the best in that situation.
At least in the last one had a gentle jab at her eating habits.
Yep. Faris has work after this, so she soon leaves the lab. After seeing Faris off, I head towards the Yanabayashi Shrine, where he expects to find the IBN 5100.
Yeah. I 100% fucking believe that that fucking character in that fucking top is a fucking Amy Rose parody.
Who do you mean?
So, you know that fucking how it says anime on the thing? The character right to the right of it kind of looks like that general shape.
You mean the one next to the anime thing? Who are you looking at? Oh, that character?
Yeah, the one that had that brown backdrop.
Hmm.
Very similar. Like,
I can kind of see it.
It's a very loose inspiration.
Yeah, I can kind of see it, but I'm not sold on it.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on that one. I don't think it's...
More about it.
I think it's a little bit of a stretch.
It is, but I know that definitely the two first characters on the left, I know they're from anime. Bottom one's Toradora. The top one, I've seen it, but I can't put a name on it.
Yeah, the top one there looks vaguely familiar to me. Like, I've probably seen it somewhere before
100% can confirm
on YouTube, and I just don't remember what it was.
The bottom one 100% is Toradora.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Oh my. It is fucking good to get back into this. Just listening to the music again.
Mm-hmm. On the way, I stop at Judodori and take a look around. They're back. Yes, the Moe has returned. The Moe stores exist again!
Yes!
Animate. Toranoana, Mandarake, Gamers, Lamtra, Melon Books, Asbit City,
I like
Asbit
how
City.
he had to like actually just slap the gamers are back.
Yep.
They've returned.
They've all returned to the streets of Akiba. There's a gigantic anime-themed banner hanging from the soft map building. Maids walk the streets, handing out leaflets. Cosplaying girls advertise in storefronts. The return of this familiar scenery brings no relief to my heart. There is only pain. Everything I see confirms that Faris has lost her father. But I can't stop here. I shake my head and hurry to the shrine.
Moe culture sad.
Mm-hmm. Poor man. Poor man.
God damn. I just imagine if, like, we ever, like, see a fucking town that has Moe culture, we're just gonna start crying and people are gonna think we're weird.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, you don't know what I've been through.
On the way, I notice that the satellite is missing from Roddy Khan's rooftop. Of course it is. Suzuha is gone. Yep. We are past that time now, sadly. The thought brings a new pang of grief to my heart. Before this is over, how much more pain will I shoulder? Who goes there? Oh, we already got a reply from Mayuri. That didn't take long. Mayushi does have someone she likes.
Aww. Mayuri.
Really now? We'll have to find out who. I pass beneath the archway and enter the silent courtyard. I walk up to the main building and jab the intercom. After a few presses, I get a reply. Oh, there you are. Yeah. Yes, who is... Ah, Okabe-san. Lukako comes out. Early as always. Even though... Oh, I've missed this. He's a guy! No, wait. This Lukako is a genuine girl. But he's a guy! Lukako, someone should have donated an old computer to the shrine chef several years ago. Can you ask your dad about it for me? An old computer? I think Lukako went pale when I mentioned the computer. She lowers her face immediately, so I can't be certain. I'll go call my dad. Lukako hurries inside. It looks like she knows something. Lukako's dad soon appears.
Do I voice Luca's father?
I think you've been voicing him.
Okay.
We never actually wrote this one down.
We might as well at this point.
Okay.
Since we're getting into Luca's route, Luca's father's probably gonna show up more.
Yeah, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright,
Well,
noted.
if it isn't Hurricane, thank you for taking care of my daughter.
I rush the greeting and get down to business. If I'm not mistaken, there was an old computer donated to the shrine about 10 years ago. Do you know about it?
Hold on. Yeah, sorry. An old computer, right? Yes, I do remember that.
So you do. Really? Yes! Finally, I've returned to the world line with the IBM 5100! Let the man finish, Okabe! Let the man finish. Please! I need to see it!
Sure. Please wait here.
Sounds like he's finally getting somewhere. Luca's dad heads inside the sanctuary in the back. And we have Luca here with us now. Now things are quiet. What's happening? Luca has been silent this whole time. She keeps touching her hair and looking around nervously. Something's definitely wrong with her.
Imprudent literally said on the chat he's sorry that he has enjoyed the stream, he's watching a movie. He's aware that he hasn't.
Oh, you mean Imprudent?
Yeah, he's just sitting main. And fucking, why does Imprudent have to wave to every weird cunt who joins the server?
Probably just because the button is there.
Oh god. Anyway, I'll be right back. Just gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Alright, sounds good. Are you afraid of me, Lukako? I understand. I mean, I touched your naughty bits, I guess. Yeah, I'd rather not remember that moment. Thank you very much, Okabe. Please don't bring that up again. Crap, I just made things even more awkward. Didn't have to say it like that. Yeah, you really fumbled the bag on that one. I'm not afraid of you, Okabe-san. That was really embarrassing, though. Sorry. It's okay. By the way, do you know about the IBN 5100? No! Lukako shakes her head in an unnatural way. I've never heard of it. When I called you before, it sounded like you knew about it. No, Lukako is looking more and more uncomfortable. Maybe I'm pushing her too hard. I should back off. I did a terrible thing to this girl. So it might be best if I stop treating her as my disciple. Need to treat her like a lady from now on. If I don't, I could get sued for sexual harassment or charged with attempted rape or indecency or something. Yeah, drudging up memories of the last encounter we had with Luca before we went into Faris' route. Where he was still convinced Luca was a guy. But how exactly do I treat her like a lady anyway? Okabe's never had to think about this! I just treat everyone the same, pretty much. And that's his problem. So, you're not gonna wear the costume my Yuri made? Oh, no. Because it's embarrassing? Yes. Why is this girl so lacking in confidence? I guess she can't help it if it's in her nature. But didn't she say her reason for becoming a girl was to gain confidence in the first place? And yet, she's a girl now, but she still seems the same on the inside. Oh.
That's strange.
Oh no. Luca's dad returns. His timing is good. Our conversation with Lukako wasn't going anywhere. Did you find it? I try asking just in case, but he looks confused. Obviously something unexpected has happened.
I'm gonna post something in the fucking server.
Oh boy.
And no, this is honestly I want this is gonna be the only thing I ask you to react to in the server today.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's see it. Oh boy. What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here?
Cool.
I was gonna say something is looping.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this.
Apparently Luca's father couldn't find it.
I sent it in video sharing. I want you to play it on stream.
I just checked there. Alright. Let me go to late game window.
If you're a fucking fair dinkum fucking full-grown Aussie, this is what you'd have for breakfast, you fucking dog cunts. A fucking VB long neck at 20 to 8 in the fucking morning. Get that up, man.
Spoken like a true countryman. Spoken like a true man of his country. I respect it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
He's
god.
Australian, 100%. You're a fucking full-grown fucking Aussie. So the true Australian is like, this is where you'd have for breakfast, you fucking dog cunts.
Oh yeah. I
God.
respect it. You couldn't find it?
Pointed 8 in the fucking morning.
Mm-hmm. I believe
okay.
it is your line.
Yeah, it is my line. I gotta make sure. Yep, that's alright. I remember receiving it on computer, but it's not in the storehouse anymore.
The IBM 5100 isn't here?
Soon is made
my
off
hands,
with
my
it.
temples, and stifle a groan. The world line is still twisted. The IBM 5100 is like a mirage floating in front of me. I can see it, but I can never reach it. Pardon my asking, but the PC was donated by an Akiya Rumio-san, correct?
Huh? How did you know? Do you know her by chance?
We're friends.
Romeo-chan has grown up to be quite the splendid young lady, hasn't she? It was when she was still in elementary school she came to visit with her butler, Karaki-san.
I see. Fascinating.
Well, why did that computer disappear? I thought someone might have stolen it, but everything else is untouched, and the lock wasn't broken.
Oh dear. I don't like the implications of that. This contradicts Lukako's statement. Lukako said she didn't know about the IBM 5100.
Luko, do you know anything about it? You've been cleaning the sanctuary for the past few years, haven't you?
Once again, Lukako hangs her head, almost shaking with fear. Her hands are trembling. Lukako, what's wrong? I try asking again, but she doesn't raise her head. I don't know anything. You sound like my boss at work when he's joking around. He's been there fucking 40 years, but he'll joke with customers occasionally. I don't know anything. Or with, whenever somebody's got a question for him, he just says, I don't know anything. In a very sarcastic voice.
Oh, God.
I love that man. He's got a sense of humor. The look on her face betrays her. Lukako is lying. But why? Remember, she shouldn't even know about the IBM 5100. Why does she know? Because the world line changed. There's no other answer. Her D-mail must be the cause. In Faris' case, I didn't know what her D-mail was about. But in Lukako's case, I already know what it is. I want to be a girl. Oh. The D-mail must have had influence beyond Lukako's sex. The butterfly effect. Yep, it's a bitch, isn't it? It somehow changed the location of the IBM 5100. It was like that with Suzuha and with Faris. I can't help but think that the universe itself is keeping the IBM 5100 away from me. At any rate, when Lukako sent her D-mail, reading Steiner activated, meaning the D-mail changed the world line. If the IBM 5100 won't return to me on this world line, then my next step is to cancel Lukako's D-mail. In other words, I need to turn Lukako back into a guy. Suddenly, I feel dizzy. It's not heat stroke, and it's not reading Steiner. How am I going to explain this to Lukako herself? Just the other day, when I called Lukako a guy, she cried. Then Kurisu and Mayuri ganged up on me. Can I get Lukako to go back to being a guy without stirring up trouble? Yeah, how the hell is this gonna work? How are you gonna do that exactly?
This guy's weirdly obsessed with Michael Jackson.
Oh, I know. That's like his whole thing.
Mm.
Maybe I should consult someone about this. At first I considered Karisu, but I don't think I should talk to a girl this time. Let's think a little. I visit Tanuji's house. The divergence meter is here. I need to know what it says. 0.456914. Canceling Faris' email appears to have raised the value by about 0.05%. Little by little, I'm approaching the goal of 1% divergence. Yep. So we can get out of the fucking alpha attractor field.
Yes, we need to leave.
Yep. I think technically we did that on Faris's ending, but we didn't get like any sort of confirmation of that.
Yeah.
Because with Faris's ending, the zero just broke.
Yeah, we went into like negative.
Yeah, we went so far backwards. We like went to the beta or one of the other ones. One of the other tractor fields. The number gives me courage. Afterwards, Tanuji recounts his memories of Hashida Suzu, just as he did on a previous world line. I stay until he's finished. It's past 6 p.m. when I get back to the lab. Ah, there you are!
Welcome back, Rain! Oh god.
Excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I was able to get to the mute button just in time. Good to have you back, Mayuri.
Yep, it's been so long.
Who is this Kareen?
Well, welcome back flows so well into Ocarine, doesn't it? When you put them together, it's doubly delicious.
Yes, it is, Mayuri. It's not delicious. Oh, just play along, okay?
It's a grading I can only use for Ocarine, so why not?
Where's Daru, anyway?
Probably a May Queen?
May Queen. Yeah, you forgot that's back too, didn't ya?
Things have been set to rights.
So when Faris said she had work, she meant at May Queen. What about you, Mayuri? You work there too, don't you?
Of course I do. Yeah, okay. You're so weird.
You have no idea where he's been lately, Mayuri. He's been in another tractor field where no such thing existed.
I just no. I'll tell you where he's been. He's been in the tractor zone.
If that's not a promo for the Discord server, I don't know what is. God damn it!
Oh god. Yep. We've got the alpha tractor field, we've got the beta tractor field, we've got the tractor zone.
Yep, it's all there.
Scan the QR code.
Yep.
Oh god. I like how I literally fucking did now 6 server boosts just so we didn't have to fuck around with the stream QR code, so we wouldn't have to fucking fix it.
Yep.
Again. Legendary. Maybe taking a break to prepare for coming mode tomorrow.
Timeline has been corrected, it seems. At least in part. I should stop by May Queen when I have time. I'll visit sometime when Mayuri and Faris are working, though. I didn't realize it until it was gone, but I think I really like that maid cafe. Karisu's reading a Western book. It's the same book as always. It's pretty hefty, so it must take a long time to read. Or she just wants to appear busy. Either way. I walked past her and entered the development room. There sits the time leap machine. Today is Saturday, the 14th of August. The first time Mayuri died, it happened on Friday the 13th. After Suzuha's sacrifice changed the world line, Mayuri died on the 14th instead. Her death was delayed 24 hours exactly. If that pattern continues, her death on this world line should occur tomorrow, the 15th. Just to be safe, I should buy a few days with the time leap machine. I'll need time to solve the loop gecko problem. I should time leap right away. Just before entering the lab, I peeked into the Braun Tube workshop. The 42-inch CRT was on, so there's no problem there. Still... will Mayuri really die on the 15th? Tipping me off, game. What are you doing? I don't have solid proof. Maybe there is no pattern and it's just in my head. Maybe Mayuri dies today. Maybe she dies tomorrow.
Okay, so...
What to do, what to do.
Okay, I think this is... literally, this fucking happened a lot quicker than I thought it would.
I know,
when you're
yeah.
prompted to call the phone wave, save your game and do not override it.
Yeah, what I want more than anything is for that never to happen. Oh, hey, Imprudent, you're just in time for, Luca's ending. We're apparently there already. This happened a lot sooner than I expected. How was the movie you were watching, by the way? What will happen to Mayuri on this world line? I mustn't let my guard down. Not until the IBN 5100 is back in my possession. At the same time, however, I want to know what happens to Mayuri on this world line. There's still a chance, however small, that she won't die. No, don't hesitate! Hesitation could lead to an irreparable mistake. I don't want to see Mayuri die again, to see the light fade from her eyes. It's too painful. So I won't confirm Mayuri's death. I don't want to! All I can do is assume the worst. Ah, next goal wins. Sounds very high stakes.
Yeah, I was just a bit of a smartass to Imprudent. He's got into his status, don't give, he's not going to give anyone his Nitro Game Pass, and I just decided to give him my Nitro Game Pass.
Retrieving the IBM 5100 is the only sure way to prevent her death.
I love being a smartass.
Yep. I must not rest until then. I need to time leap. Now!
So? Okay.
I can always time leap later. I put away my phone and take a deep breath. I don't want to sacrifice anyone else. I know it's unreasonable, but I want to hope that nothing will happen on this world line. A foolish dream, perhaps. But still, a dream nonetheless.
No!
Nothing happens on the 14th. Moika's group doesn't appear at the lab, and Mayuri doesn't get involved in any accidents. So far, so good. The problem is tomorrow. Yes, yes indeed. Now I made it to Sunday, August 15th. The time is 7:30 p.m.
It's streaming day, guys.
My preparations are complete. The time leap machine is set, Moed Snake is primed, and the remote control for the TV downstairs is ready. It's all second nature to me now. Tommy must start it today.
Who would have guessed the fucking like the name of like this is just like Moed Snake is primed.
Yup. So Mayuri's been in Ariake since this morning. I told Daro not to come to the lab today, but to keep an eye on Mayuri instead. So even if Moika's group shows up here, they have a low chance of killing Mayuri. Will the Rounders come on this world line? We'll soon find out. 7:35, The door hasn't been kicked open. Instead, my phone rings. It's Daru. Yeah, I saw you post about that in Steins Gate chat. My phone rings. It's Daru.
Are you answering the call, dude?
I was gonna say, I click and it goes. Hello? Daru? That doesn't sound good. Something's wrong. Hey, what happened? Daru?
I'm sorry. Some guys came out nowhere. They took my shit. I think they wanted me. I remember my shit. Why do I agree?
It's the Rounders. They kidnapped her. And then they probably killed her. To them, my Yuri is expendable. I grind my teeth in frustration. It didn't work. I still haven't averted my Yuri's death. I tossed Mode Snake onto the couch. The preparations were a waste. My Yuri died somewhere else. There is still more to be done. I hang up and walk to the development room. I won't let you kill my Yuri! And so once more, I send my memories to the past. Once more, into the breach! Backing up! An unpleasant sound pierces my ears. And Bruce says, oh wait, you're nowhere near the end. Uh-huh. Yeah. I know.
So we're not, yeah, I had a feeling. I wonder what the difference if we called it then, or, like, fucking, if we did it now, which is weird. First we'll continue to see how it goes, you know?
My vision ripples. My flesh and my soul momentarily feel separate. I grab my right wrist. I close my eyes, take deep breaths, and wait for my pulse to return to normal. The worst is over. All that's left is a headache. Now I have my answer. My Yuri's death is still fixed, just as in my heart I knew it would be. The change merely delayed it by another 24 hours. I need to cancel Luke Echo's email. I sit down in a pipe chair and try to come up with a plan. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. Several hours later. Nothing. I've been searching for a way to tell Luke Echo the truth, but every mental simulation I run ends with her in tears. I suppose that's to be expected. After all, I've already seen it happen once. I mistook Luke Echo for a guy and she ended up in tears. I mean, Luke Echo cries at just about anything. To broach the topic now would be like poking an open wound. Yeah. Damn. Looks like I have no choice but to ask Karisu. Oh, this is gonna go well. She's a girl, so she should understand how Luke Echo feels. Yeah, I don't see any problems with this. This is not going to end well.
What parts of music to use at a time like this?
I know, right? Oh my god.
This is like the purest example of like, your doom is inevitable.
Yes! And that face couldn't be more perfect for this moment.
Yeah.
I called Karisu out to the bench in front of the Brawn Tube workshop. We're alone.
No witnesses.
Imprudent asks, are you using the Kiri Kiri Basara guide or Committee of Zero guide?
I'm using the Steam guide by ATM 42s.
This seems serious. Yes, I have a difficult problem that requires, how you say, delicacy to resolve. Delicacy? That's like the exact opposite of what anyone expects from you. That's why I want to ask a girl. Plus, you're my assistant, so I need you to save my ass this instant! Oh, you. Why do you need to ask a girl anyway? I give her the rundown, including how many times I've time-leaped and what happened to Suzuha and Faris. How many times have I explained this to her now? Too many to count. In fact, if somebody does want to go back and count throughout the series, please do. I would love to know. This time, she believes me more readily than I expected. The only thing she doesn't believe is the story about Lukako. Urushiobara-san is actually a guy? That's totally ridiculous. But it's the truth. It was the truth. Keyword was. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to this. So basically, she wrinkles her brow in thought. She looked like Hashida? Crap. I got a mental image there for a second. Judging by her expression, so did Karisu. We grimace. Unacceptable! There's no way such a cute girl was a guy. But he's a guy! Hey, hold your horses. I never said that Lukako looked like a guy. He actually looked pretty much the same. He was always androgynous, so pretty much you couldn't help but think he was secreting excess female hormones or something. As a result, I didn't even notice when Lukako became a girl at first and made a fatal mistake. He looked like she does now? Kurisu's gaze wanders for a bit. Acceptable? What changed, Kurisu? What changed?
I don't think anything really did change, but like, considering what she's been experiencing and just told, it's just like, yeah.
She's just like, whatever. Prudence says, I'm gonna make a Luca Daru, and you can't do anything about it.
But what?
That's what Imprudence said in chat.
No.
Please don't.
Oh god. Fucking...
What?
Just combining fucking, like, Daru's perviness and trap Moe.
Uh-huh.
It's just... Oh god.
Yep, you are... You are messing with forces you don't understand, Imprudent.
That is not the choice of Steins Gate.
No! Anyway, you want to turn her back into a guy? Unless we do,
yes.
Mayuri dies. Mayuri's life is tied to Urushiobara-san's gender. That's so crazy, it doesn't seem real at all. Yes, it does sound crazy! Have you come up with a solution? Of course. I'll have Lukako turn back into a guy. I don't know if she's going to appreciate that. That's why I'm consulting you, so I can find a way to do this while hurting her the least. I take a mouthful of Dr. P in a vain attempt to quiet my frustration.
That is like the greatest line I've ever seen. Like, I take a sip of my Dr. Pepper in vain to avoid my frustration.
Yep. His Dr. People. Imprudence says, I'm gonna get hunted down by CERN. Yes, he will.
He's gonna have the round. He's gonna post some really weird shit in the NSFW chat, and then he's gonna get hunted down by the rounders.
That will be a sad day. If only I hadn't been so careless. I shouldn't have let so many people send D-mails. This is my punishment. I must shoulder the pain of everyone who used the D-mail. Suzuha, Faris, and now Lukako. Regret
I
won't
just realized
change
what we
anything.
have to fucking play after this.
There's only one piece of advice I can give. Christina sighs, blowing her bangs. Don't say anything to Yurushibara.
Shit.
What do you mean? Based on what you've told me, you have the advantage this time. You already know the contents of the D-mail. So you don't have to tell her. Him? Him? Kurisu is confused! You don't have to tell Yurushibara-san. Just send the cancellation D-mail. You mean pose as Lukako and send the mail to her mother myself? If the world line changes, then that will all be undone. In which case, ethical concerns don't really matter. The ends justify the means. A philosophy worthy of a scientist. Yes, yes indeed. Just one problem, though. I don't know her mother's pager number. What? Are you an idiot? Why didn't you write it down?
Because you would get fucking erased in another world line, you dumbass.
See, she's not thinking fourth dimensionally like you are.
I'm sorry, Kurisu, that your thinking is not as expansive as mine. You single-dimensional being.
Yup. I didn't think I would need it. Kurisu clicks her tongue. She rubs her brow with her fingers while muttering and thinking.
It wouldn't.
What if you just ask for the pager number directly? Think of a good excuse.
That's like just going. Just like going
gonna
to
look
go, hi, can I get your mother's number, please?
The ends justify the means. What are you so scared of? That's not the vain and arrogant Okabe I know. Vain and arrogant? That was uncalled for. I don't have time to be Hoin Kiyoma now. Just make up some nonsense like you always do. I mean, you know how gullible she is, right?
I think I might have a fucking ear infection.
Wow, I hate myself for saying that. I'm a bad girl. Yes, yes you are. And that's why we love you.
We will never... It's so glad Daru wasn't there to view that, because it'd be like, can you say that? Wait, no, Daru would be like, can you say that again, but just whisper it slightly?
Daru absolutely would do that.
100%.
Kurisu hangs her head. Maybe I should just tell her the truth. Sincerity will work better than underhanded tricks. I think. Not when the truth sounds so farcical that nobody but you is gonna believe it.
Yeah.
A mad scientist. Sincere? That's a good one. It's more like you to say, I'll brainwash her. I'm just being serious, damn it! I will shoulder Lukako's pain. That's my responsibility. When I cancel that D-mail, the fact that she was a girl will be undone. I'm the only one who can carry that burden. So what are you talking to me for? Go to her now and tell her what you told me. Yeah, you're right. That's my
she's
only
gonna
choice.
burst out crying.
Yep. That's my only choice. The choice
That is the choice
of Steins Gate. As always, there are only a few worshippers at the shrine. I guess that's how it can keep its dignified silence, even though it's less than a 10-minute walk from Akihabara Station. Ah, Okabe-san. Lukako is sweeping the courtyard. I'm sorry, I left Samidari in my room. No, that's okay. Really? Well,
That'd be just
crap!
Just like
Now that
say
we're
that
face to
to
face, I
her.
can't bring myself to tell her the truth.
Again.
Yep, always harder than you think. Is
Yep.
something wrong?
Yes.
Well, I recall Lukako's crying face. She looked very sad when I called her a guy. If possible, I don't want to make her cry again. I know that, man, but you do what you gotta do. No! Why am I acting so weak? Can't stop here. I swore I would do anything to save my Yuri. And when Lukako said he wanted to be a girl, he probably only said it out of curiosity. If I explain everything properly, I doubt she'll refuse to become a guy again.
Less ethics, more fun.
Yep. Yeah, except what if that's not how that worked on this world line? What if she's always been that way on this world line?
Fuck me.
That's something I don't think we've considered yet.
Mm.
Lukako! Yes? I'll grab her by the shoulders and pull her close. Lukako's cheeks instantly turn bright red. Please listen carefully. The truth is...
You're a man.
You used to be a guy. Oh
my god.
Oh boy. Everybody hold on to your butts.
Clench your cheeks, guys.
No reaction. She's frozen.
The fuck?
Lukako has been broken. Or so I thought. There it is. Now you've really done it.
Yeah.
Then tears start welling up in Lukako's eyes. You're saying that again? Damn it! Made her cry again! This time I don't back down. Listen! Unless you turn back into a guy, my Yuri will die! I explained everything. About time travel. About the D-mail Lukako sent. About my Yuri's fate. About how to avoid it. I talk and talk without pausing for breath. Finally, though, I'm done. You're joking, right? Her voice is trembling. I can't believe any of it. This is more role-playing, right? I wish it was. You're being Kiyoma-san, right? Right? She backs away from me, shaking her head. I don't like that backstory. It hurts. And I think it would hurt my Yuri-chan, too. I know you're confused, hearing this so suddenly. But it's all true. I have witnessed her death countless times. I'm sorry. I know I'm being selfish. But I am begging you to save my Yuri. I need you to become a guy again. Please tell me you're joking, Okabe-san. I can't possibly be a guy. I don't want to be. I've always been a girl. Ever since I was born. This is cruel. What did I tell ya? What did I say? I don't think you considered that, Okabe. And why do I have to hear it from you, all people? I'm so embarrassed. This isn't right. Lukako covers her face with both hands to snuff out her sobbing. Okabe! I know you're under the mindset of the ends justify means, but a bit harsh, much?
God,
so much
damn.
for being gentle. That's so much for that. Holy shit, bro. What's to be embarrassed about? I have a harder time thinking of you as a girl anyway. That is just cruelty. Lukako jerks like someone poked her with a cattle prod.
Fucking no shit.
Her crying has stopped. Yeah. Sadness, I have a feeling, is going to give way to anger here, bro. Yeah, that's not good. What did I just do? He only just now realizes what he said. That's how you give me... What? I couldn't hear you. She lowers her hands and looks at me. Then she smiles. A soft, sorrowful smile. So that's how you think of me.
Playing straight.
Then Lukako shakes off my hands and runs away. Look what you did!
Oh god.
Look what you did, Okabe! Like I said, so much for being gentle.
100%, I think I have an ear infection. Cunt.
Yeah, I remember you saying that a few minutes ago. That sucks.
Yep.
Lukako, wait! She doesn't stop even when I call her. After what you just said, yeah, I wouldn't expect her to stop. Nice job, numbnuts. She disappears into the shrine office. You're never gonna see her again. Fuck it. Just let the 2 days pass. Try again, dipshit. It turned out just as my mental simulations predicted. I sigh and leave the shrine, dejected. I need to come up with a plan. Yeah, better plan than whatever the hell that was. Back here again.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Yes. Yeah, even Monty up there, you're rolling your eyes. Like, what the hell was that, dude? Like, what the hell was that, dude? When I get back to the lab, I take Karisu out to the bench and explain what happened. And yeah, that face just sums up her entire reaction to what you did. It's like, really, bro? Really? What happened to being gentle? This'll be good. Karisu listens with an annoyed expression the whole time. When I finish, she glares at me and says, "You raised a flag." What are you talking about? A flag? He raised all the flags! What are you talking about? Don't you get it? You raised a flag. Or, I guess you could say you tripped over a flag that was already raised. You mean a death flag? Why? It's a romance flag, genius! Romance flag?!
Oh god, the weirdness is coming
Urushibara-san
out.
likes you.
Ooh.
Heh! Kurisu thrusts her finger at me. Maki-say, I am confused. When her beloved Halloween Kiyoma told her she was a guy, it tore her pure maidenly heart to tiny little pieces. In other words, your plan was a massive failure. Tell me something I don't know.
You say that now.
Yeah. Kurisu, you don't say! Sure is calm, but it's my neck on the line.
Like fucking loved our commentary. We're just fucking too good at it.
Love is trouble. There's no formula
We're
for
too good
calculating
at taking
people's
the
feelings.
piss out of how
Too many
fucking
unknowns to
dumb
solve for.
fucking some
Yep.
of the characters are sometimes.
Yep. It's fun. She shakes her head like she can't imagine anything worse.
Mm.
Has this girl never been in love? What do you think, boy? What do you think? The direct approach was a mistake. It'll be even harder to persuade her now. You should think of another way this time, like asking her mother directly. Though I'm sure the Urushibara family already thinks of you as the man who made their daughter cry, so they might have their guard up. Lukako likes me? Don't want to believe it. I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, but...
Oh god. Just
When do you think I first set off that romance flag? Your ear doing alright?
yeah, my ear's fine. It's just the game's just like, oh god, no. What have you
Okay,
done?
just making sure.
I'll be alright.
Okay. Oh, Cariss's response is glorious. When do you think I first set off that romance flag? How should I know? I mean, think about it. Lukako was a guy last week. On a different world line! If he already liked me at that point, then... Uh-oh. He now realizes his mistake. All the world lines are getting jumbled in his head. Oh, reading Schneider is both a blessing and a curse, dude. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Fucking, oh god.
That's just your perspective. From everyone else's perspective, she was always a girl. It makes perfect sense. Think in terms of the current world line. Yes. Okabe, you need to shrink your thinking down to being third-dimensional. But that's hard to do when you've been hopping to so many different world lines. So, I don't blame you.
He's become trans-dimensional.
Makes perfect sense. Still. This is making his brain hurt.
It's a bigger problem.
Yes. There's a bigger problem. Will changing Urushibara-san's gender to male really bring the IBN 5100 back? Something is different from the previous world line. According to Lukako's father, the IBN 5100 was definitely at Yanabayashi Shrine. Suzuha gave it to Faris' dad. After he died, Faris donated it to Yanabayashi Shrine. That sequence is the same as on the world line where I obtained the IBN 5100. So you're gradually approaching the original world line. You know, I've been thinking, you really shouldn't be able to change the world line so easily. What makes you say that? I mean, there are 6 billion people in the world. It doesn't make sense that switching a single person's gender could cause such a huge change in the world line. According to Suzuha, taking different actions after a time leap will only change divergence by around 0.0000001%, if at all. That's a lot of zeros. But when I cancelled Faris' email, there was a 0.05% change. 0.05% is pretty big. In this context it is, yes. What did Amane-san have to say about that? Fuck, that name is gonna trip me up in this game now. Because I'm playing Fruits. I have to remember it's not that fucking Amane.
No. You just think of her in fucking Yuji's room with her tits out.
You stop having the wrong thoughts. Stop it! Stop!
No,
not at all what it sounds like, and you were there for that. So don't give me that look.
You're getting scolded by money.
Oh yeah, she loves to give me shit like that. The year 2010 is a major attractor field junction, and the key is whether or not I obtain an IBN 5100. Think of her as Hashida-chan.
Oh my god.
Maybe the divergence meter actually measures your distance to the IBN 5100. In any case, what you're saying is that all of the D-mails we sent had an influence on the IBN 5100's location somehow? There were also some D-mails that didn't activate reading Steiner. So just cancel the D-mails that activated reading Steiner, and the IBN 5100 might come back to you. That's the logic we've been following so far. Seems to be working thus far, so obviously we're doing something right? The remaining D-mails were sent by Lukako and Kiryu Moika. I don't want to see that woman again if I can help it. In any case, I should focus on Lukako right now. So what should I do about Lukako? Just go out with her. Seriously? If there's nobody you like, then there's no reason not to, is there? Get close and help her work through her feelings. Then she'll probably tell you what you need to know. Yeah. Problem. We have 2 days.
Problem. Solution.
Thank you, Okabe. Mayuri dies in 2 days. I don't have time for that touchy-feely stuff. He's just like, ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh god.
Suddenly, Carissa's expression turns grave.
Oh,
this is great. Only consider this as a last resort. If you're willing to hurt Urushibara-san, you can always take the information by force.
Oh god.
You really are cold, Karisu, you know that? She'll forget after the world line changes, won't she? In that case, I think it's a valid option. Yeah, you do!
Maybe Karisu turned to the dark side.
Yes! She could totally be a Sith Lord.
Oh, yeah,
100%. 100% I can see that. But only when compared to Mayuri's death. She's like, ethics? What are those? She's at least conscious about it. Yep, well-timed reply from my man Caleb here. And yes, Sergey, I have not seen anything related to Steins Gate before playing this. Well, except the stuff Imprudent loves to send in the server. And, yeah, this is around the usual time. Yeah. We usually try to do Steins Gate every Saturday in around like 11 p.m. CST or earlier. Just depends on when we get ready.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the norm.
Yeah. And make sure if you're interested in more vainglorious content, join the Discord server. We've got QR code and other stuff and links and shit.
Yes, and Imprudent is the server's resident Psy Advanced guy.
Yeah. It's pretty much just become Imprudence chat.
Yeah, because he's been
Steins
playing a lot of the
section.
games in that series over the last few days.
But yeah, join the Discord
I
server,
hate
man.
myself
Like,
for suggesting
join
this.
us.
No,
Join
you're
us.
right. I need to consider every possible option. This is getting rather dark, I have to say. What they're talking
Ursa
about
is
now.
joining the dark side.
Yep, she has taken the
She
cookies.
is joining. she made the choice to open the cookie jar.
Yes, because the dark
And
side
she
has
can never
cookies.
go back.
I mean, that's why we have it there, dude.
He took over the Steins Gate chat. Yeah.
But yeah, to go back to what you were asking, if about if this playthrough is blind, yeah, to tell you, I have not seen anything other than what I've seen in the stuff that Imprudent talks about in the Steins Gate chat. I haven't seen the anime or played it before or anything, or any of the other Sign Advance games. And Caleb here has seen the anime, but he's never played the visual novel. So we're both seeing this for the first time. The visual novel, at least. He kind of has a general idea of what's going on, but from what he's told me, the visual novel is a lot more detailed and expansive than the anime.
I think everyone who's like touched Steins Gate can agree.
Yep, that is just the general sentiment from what I understand. But I don't want to do that if there's any other choice. Yeah, that's why she said consider it as a last resort then. I'm not saying this for myself. From my perspective, when the world line changes, everything until that point becomes undone. What about from Lukako's perspective? What if this world line continues after I leave it behind? Yeah, like, what happens then? That's the kind of question we've been pondering tonight. Like, how does that work? The Lukako of this world line will have to live with what I did to her. Yeah, let's not bring that up again. That was...
Fucking hell.
That possibility exists. Souza has said that's not the case, but there's no way to be sure. And since I can't confirm or deny that possibility, I don't want to use Karisu's last resort. Besides, I have the time leap machine. That's his ace in the hole. And as long as I have it, I can repeat the days before my Yuri's death forever. Yeah, except we already saw what happened when you did that with Suzuha and her ending.
Yeah,
that was hellish.
Wow, didn't it?
Yeah, you might want to rethink that one, Okabe. You might want to rethink that one. That wasn't fun. Of course, there's still the danger of a time leap failure. Yeah, there is that as well. In any case, the first thing I should do is have an honest talk with the girl in question. And that's that, I guess. I hear the tweeting of small birds outside the window. And it's Saturday now, so it's the next day. Speaking of which, I guess my version of iOS on my phone is so out of date that when I tried to update Twitter, it's like, you need iOS 15 or later, but it's like you can download, the most recent version that's compatible with your version. So I'm like, oh, that sounds nice. I'd like to do that.
No, Twitter's gonna be like only compatible with
and guess what didn't work?
Something. What?
That very feature that said I could download the latest compatible version. So that means I either have the most recent compatible version, or it's just broken. It's just a broken feature. Which is hardly a surprise for something from Apple.
It's gonna, if it's iOS and it's Twitter, I'm not gonna be surprised if it's like, you have to buy this very particular inferior operating system made by Elon Musk just to get Twitter working.
Yeah, at that point I would just say good riddance. As if the
I think people already have
insinuation that having to pay $1 per year to use it wasn't enough to get me to stop using it because it's like I don't care enough to do that.
I just like how
That's
they did
so
that.
dumb.
The Twitter, you have to pay like $8 a month to be verified on Twitter.
Oh,
It's
that
the
was
most
so
hilarious thing that, like,
hilarious.
people took so much advantage of.
Yep, that was the most
This
hilarious and
will-
stupid decision Elon ever made with Twitter. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, 100%. Like
That was
fucking-
hilarious.
You thought, like, this will stop like bots and false accounts, and yet it just made bots and false accounts more powerful.
Yeah, because it's like
fucking
$8 is
scammers will-
fucking chump change. $8
literally,
is fucking
people
chump
pose
change,
as
dude.
airline companies and just send the most deplorable shit. And like literally, like companies were losing fucking stocks when stock prices were going down because of fucking Twitter scammers that paid
Oh yeah,
$8.
it was hilarious to see. It was a great day in internet history. I was laughing up a storm that day. When Mario said a
Honestly-
slur on the official Nintendo account. Oh my god, yep, I remember when Muda fucking covered this in one of his videos back when that happened. It's like, Elon, do you not understand internet discourse?
Well, it's obviously like he does. It's obvious to fucking see that he just does shit when he feels like, and he hasn't got like a team of executives that are like. He doesn't have that group of people that go like, Elon, this is a terrible idea. You
Yeah,
shouldn't
I'm pretty
do
sure he
this."
got rid of them all, remember?
For fuck. Well, no wonder. It's just like, guess what? You are not the smartest person in the room. You are capable of being wrong.
Yep.
You are a dickhead.
Yep. It's nice and cool early in the morning, even though it's the middle of summer. Too bad
Oh,
the
God.
cicadas are already chirping. The sunlight's not too strong yet. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. I was up all night thinking about Lukako.
Any fucking big corporate executive needs to have multiple heads to go like, hey, I understand what you're doing, but this idea is terrible. You shouldn't do it.
Yup.
Ocarine, there you are.
This does not look good.
Oh no, yeah.
Anytime
Green
Mayuri
Benoit.
gets like that, shit's about to
Mayuri's
be real.
wrath.
Oh boy, we are about to face the wrath of Mayuri.
Oh god.
Mayuri enters the room and looks at me with a disapproving pout. She didn't say toot-doo-doo. It's rare to see her in such a bad mood.
You know that you're fucked when she doesn't say toot-doo-doo.
Oh yeah. You're early. It's still 8. Something happening today?
I'm here to scold you, Ocarine!
She gives me a glare that's more cute than frightening. She's never been very good at getting angry.
Mayu, she's very disappointed in you.
Yep, just like with Devil on G-String, we're doing all of like the side routes and stuff along the way. We've already done Suzuha's ending, and last episode we actually did Faris's ending.
The structure, like, it allows, because it's a story about time travel, like,
Yeah.
we save and then we go back to a point and then, like, get to, it's like a main route with, like, those side things. So far. And then we'll do a second
it's just
playthrough when we reach the
very
main
nice
ending.
to do that. It's very convenient for that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Anyway, Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. What did I do? I believe you are up.
Yep, sorry, I'm just typing in stream chat.
It's all good. Just making sure. Says since blind Let's Plays are always way more interesting to watch. I always try to go into any Let's Play that I do blind. Because that's something I know very well when it comes to this long-form stuff.
Mm. You can't fool me, Ocarine. You made Luga-chan cry, didn't you?
How did you...
Luke, Luka-chan told me. She said you said she was a guy.
Damn it.
Oh god.
Those two are close friends. I should have known Lukako would go to Mayuri first. You fucked up, Ocarine.
Why would you say such a mean thing, Ocarine?
Mayuri, it doesn't involve you. This is a serious, confidential matter involving organization.
It does involve me. Luka-chan is Mayushi's friend. You don't tell me we're not friends anymore.
Damn!
Oh my god. She's pulling out all the stuff. Fucking, that is the most...
damn! Yeah, she's not screwing around.
The first introduction to kids learning how to gaslight people is just saying, I'm not going to be a friend anymore.
Yup. Most definitely is.
Quit being a lab man, fuck you.
This is the first time I've ever seen Mayuri so angry. I am not sure how to deal with this, honestly.
Why'd you say such a mean thing?
I didn't save you.
Yeah,
good luck convincing her of that.
Yeah, you fucked up.
But I can't say that. I don't have it in me to tell this innocent girl that she's fated to die in just 2 days. I'm gonna think of it. Was it a mistake to tell Lukako about Mayuri's murder? I did make sure to tell Lukako not to breathe a word of it.
You're worried about something, aren't you? Mayuri's back to being Mayuri.
She's sharp, even though she never seems to be thinking anything.
I can tell, I've been watching you longer than anyone, Ocarine. It's kind of... not gonna lie, that's a little bit creepy, but like... yeah. Sergey says, I'll check out your commentary on those endings later, but in general, what did you think on the solutions to Mayuri's fate Okabe took in those endings?
If I were to just give a quick, like, in a nutshell summary of what I thought, for Suzuha's ending, I think he played himself. I think he kind of played himself with that one. Like, oh, I'll just keep repeating the same 2 days forever and ever. It's like, did you even, like, you didn't think about what that would do to you? Yeah, like I said, he kind of played himself. And for Faris's, like, it makes it look like it's all, you know, that it's all, you know, optimistic and stuff, but it's like, no one really knows who he is on that world line, and you know, everyone that knew him on that world line, other than Faris, just is basically playing no part in his life anymore. So it's as much as I'm a fan of Faris as a character, a reality where Okabe is stuck with just Faris, like, that's a pretty bad timeline, I have to say.
Like I said earlier, this game is brilliant at, like, displaying the consequences of choices that you make. And in the end of having a choice, what would you do with it? And are you prepared to deal with the consequences of said choices? Like,
yep.
Faris's route was the perfect example of that. Yeah, Mayuri's alive, but in return, like, you weren't willing to, like, give up fucking taking away Faris's dad, so in the end, you've lost nearly everyone you cared about. The lab doesn't exist. All you have is just you're dating Faris.
Exactly, yeah. So, like, the lab doesn't exist, you know, he lost all of his friends. Like, basically everything he cared about was gone. Except Faris. That's why that ending is so dark, you know, despite, you know, it trying to come across as more optimistic.
All good, mate. Granted, our server's pretty, like, low-key. Like, it's designed really well, and there's a lot of optional content. Like, if you have a roles, like, most of the shit there is completely optional if you actually want to opt into it. Which there's, of course, DDLC content, indie game, visual novels, Sonic, Call of Duty, and porn. All optional.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we made an NSFW section.
Yeah. Completely
but
optional
it's
for
all
anyone
like
who
on an
wishes to use
opt-in
it.
basis. Like, we have the different content roles there so that you can choose what you're there for, and like you'll be notified about that when something related to that's happening.
And you're only notified when you receive the ping to receive server notifications, which our boy just pings the content roles anyway, so it's not like it matters.
Yeah,
all
I mean
that
that just made more sense to me. It's like
the
way I see it is like if you ping notification king, it's like you're there for like server stuff and like whatever else. Like you're basically saying like you're there for anything, and the content roles are like you're there for more specific things. So it's like that's kind of how I see it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that wasn't your design philosophy.
Just like his favorite channel is called NSFW, and the description is literally just why the hell does this exist?
Hey, you're the one that made the channel. I didn't tell you to make that.
I made an NSFW for every section that we have. It was kind of just a thing, you know?
I know that.
Yeah.
Like, when you designed it, I did not tell you to add that. That was your fucking choice.
I did. And half the times it's just like, half of these are just, my descriptions. It's just main. We mentioned as a joke, if we got Nitro status level 2, you degenerates got us to level 3 before the stream even ended.
Yeah, that happened because of this series.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. That happened because of this series. Which is just ridiculous.
Hentai, like, the anime and manga talk is literally just the hentai code to Metamorphosis.
Yeah, that's what it's been as of late.
It's simple, gaming, meme and shitpost to chat where chaos ensues. Promote photos and stuff, doesn't have one. Horrific, horrific content for horrific people doing horrific things. Writers, I like Writers 1. Come here to tell us your fully formed opinion on an incredibly complex social issue you just learned about 5 minutes ago. Quick, type it into this chat so the rest of us can tell you to fuck off and die.
It's like I'm on an old forum reading these descriptions, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to go to, my, Sonic Center forum, this sounds like their descriptions of their, different sections of the forum, like, their Hiya folk section, where the new guys say Hiya, and the folks respond.
I like, the Sports Chat is probably the one I love the most.
Yep, I love that one.
The only thing that will likely be posted in this chat will be Ben fawning over shit I do not understand in the slightest.
Yep, and it's hockey season right now, so I tend to post about hockey stuff that gets me excited. Like tonight's game. Holy shit, tonight's game was so good.
A lot of these are like a combination of Zach's, me, and Ben's descriptions. Like, a lot of the DDLC ones I didn't touch, but, yeah,
I like how just for, basic DDLC talk, you said, why the hell does this not have a description? Now it does.
DDLC fan art is definitely me. A place where porn isn't allowed to exist, such a shame. That's 100% me. In the game talk, I don't think, in the game talk, I think a couple of them, Maury has one. VN talk, definitely mine. Visual database, never VN fan art, nope. Steins watching Prudent cream his pants every time anything related to the Science Adventure series is mentioned. That is probably the most true fucking thing out there. Well, if not for... Yeah, like, granted, that honestly was, Sergey, before I started streaming alongside Ben, primarily his content was DDLC related, And
because that's what I was largely focusing on. I was focusing on different mods for the game because I find them very fascinating. I find it very fascinating to follow.
And ever since then, like, his content evolved into expanding upon different stories. The first, of course, was the Devil on G-String, because I chose that one in particular because its opening premise was very similar to what he was used to. Like, I didn't throw him straight into the Fruit of Grisaia, because that's a fucking big undertaking compared to, like, his longest running series would likely be 2 hours at best. Not like I wasn't going to throw him into like a 70+ hour story when he wasn't used to it. So
yeah.
And now we've gone through Devil on G-String, which that was fucking amazing. We went through massive server changes, like stream overlay changing, like heaps, like a couple
we've been
of times,
through a lot at this point.
Both of us getting a new computer.
Yep, like I've talked about it on the channel already, but this is just an absolute beast of a machine.
Yeah. Like, it's good to say now that, especially since you're now even, like, you've mentioned it recently, that you're going to explore, like, modding outside of DDLC as well. Like, you're doing an Undertale mod.
Well, I mean, yeah, bringing that to the channel. I've always, enjoyed looking at mods for other games besides just DDLC, but that's the first one I really started doing consistently on the channel.
I think if you have a look at it, fucking literally, you only have 2 freaking days of DDLC now. Out of anything else. You've got Portal, you've got Celeste, you've got the Undertale, you've got Fruit of Grisaia.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that stuff varies. That stuff varies week by week. It just is whatever I can fit into the week, depending on what's going on.
But at least
and what I want to cover.
Content you do now is not DDLC.
Yep, that was one of my big. That was one of the big changes I wanted to make to the channel last year. Was just expanding into a wider variety of stuff. And it's been very fun. It's been a very fun change of pace.
And it's good to have that fresh experience in your mind, because...
Well, and it's nice to be able to cover more than just the stuff that I'm known for, to be able to explore other things.
Well, you're a variety streamer now.
Yep, and
you can do what you want. Like, granted, before you didn't really have a consistent schedule. Like, you just kind of did whatever you want, and you found whatever time you felt.
That's another thing I've tried to change, to be more consistent.
Yeah, and like... Yeah, literally, there's been so much shit that has, like, gotten in the way of a lot of crap, like fucking, you getting into a car accident.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Like, roof leaking onto my monitor.
Yep, that's another thing that held up us doing this one sooner.
Yeah,
oh my god, dude.
The dumbest thing I've ever heard you doing, putting a fucking metal screwdriver to the hard drive of your fucking computer's motherboard.
Yep, just...
Without disconnecting the battery.
Yep, because it didn't want to budge, and I'm just like, well,
Now, that was probably that was a...
Yeah, I think that's a good idea for the Fruit of Grisaia series, because it's clear it's going to take a while to get to that point.
Like, and eventually it kind of just bottles out and goes to fucking I forgot her name, the purple-haired one. It ends pretty much in her route, pretty much. I think until like it just ends. But a lot of them, if you just don't go with anything, it's kind of like a blank ending.
Yep, I'm trying to think.
The Labyrinth of Grisaia goes on more that canon route, which it's kind of like a mix of everything. Like, you kind of got all the routes in one, like you experience all of them. I was gonna say,
I'm pulling up the bloody logo. You mean Yukiko, right? The purple hair girl?
Yukiko, yeah.
Yeah, Yukiko.
Right. Yeah.
The one that's always carrying the box cutter around, yeah.
Yeah, she is my favorite character out of all
you
the
mentioned
others.
that.
But, granted, it is a very particular game for its, and especially Labyrinth and Eden, they just add on to the Grisaia trilogy, and it's why I love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, I always wanted you to experience it in comparison to the mod version of it, because there's just no fucking comparison.
Well, yeah, and I mean, even before playing it, I kind of understood that, because it's like, comparing... It's like comparing, an apple to, a tomato. They look similar, but one is very clearly different from the other.
Yeah. And now
it just doesn't compare. Or like, comparing a knockoff of an antique to the actual antique. There's just no comparison to be made. And I kind of understood that going in. For me, it's more about just seeing how the mod does things compared to the actual visual novel itself.
Like,
and yeah, the fact that I'm already more episodes in than that entire series went with the Fruit of Grisaia, and I still have yet to get to a single route, tells me everything I need to know. Like, that kind of says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it is one of the longest visual novels I've ever touched.
Yeah, I gathered that much from the VNDB page when I looked at it.
Because it's double the length of fucking Devil on G-String, and that took us both fucking, like... How many episodes were in Devil on G-String?
How many episodes were there? 27? I remember we, calced this out. It was something like almost 96 hours of content for us.
Yeah. I've never read Eden of Grisaia, but
that's understandable. That is a long freaking series.
Eden kind of continues from the point where Labyrinth ended off, because Labyrinth more was that middle section to kind of complete the plot, like to answer a lot of the questions about Yuji's backstory. Eden's purpose of the story was literally to finalize and end the story, and it did end it really well. And that's why I think when I always mention Fruits of Grisaia, I will always phrase it as the Grisaia trilogy, because in the end, that complete experience is 3 of those games. As much as the Fruits of Grisaia is the longest game out of all 3 of them, because the other 2 are not nearly as long, but the other 2 complete what the first game couldn't.
Yeah, basically it sounds like the other 2 parts of the trilogy kind of expand on what the original Fruit of Grisaia, was trying to do. It basically expands on the story and rounds it out.
Yeah, yes, and I think the full experience of the Fruits of Grisaia is incomplete without the other 2. And that's why, if you play Fruits, you need to play the other 2. Because having context to the shit that you played in Fruits of Grisaia, Fruits of Grisaia is the first story, Labyrinth is the context to the first story, and Eden is the finale of the story.
I see. I will put that in my notes document here. That's why I have a document for just random notes.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
That is
Fruit
why
of Grisaia section.
Play the other 2. Because if you look at...
Fruit of Grisaia, Labyrinth, then Eden. There we go.
Yeah, Grisaia no Mekyu. The Labyrinth of Grisaia.
I have them written down in that order.
Its playtime is 28 hours. So it's still a decent visual novel, but it's nowhere near as lengthy as the other one. And it is also structured very differently. Because unlike the other 2, it is a more linear and consistent plot. There is no, it has, some side stories about, epilogue parts to the roots of the first game, but they're not canon. There's a true canon route, and then there's, kind of the side stories for a bit of flair. which I'm gonna put Labyrinth and fucking Eden into the... Yeah, Labyrinth and Eden. So yeah, these two are the finale. And fucking hell, they're amazing in itself, those titles.
I'm sure they are, yeah. It'll be a someday type of deal for me with Labyrinth and Eden. It'll be a someday type of deal. Because we still gotta get through Fruits first.
That's gonna take you a while.
Oh, I know it will. I know what I signed up for.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't want you fucking going into that like when you weren't used to visual novels. That's why I thought it was a good idea for us to do fucking Devil on G-String first, because that segued into more of an intense plot. Which fucking hell, that was powerful. But
it sure was, yeah.
I really like, as much as, and yeah, in the end, for those who've watched it, and I guess for those who are new, we had that decision of whether or not we were going to do Steins Gate or we were going to do Fruits of Grisaia. I've decided, I came up with the idea that, well, more or less we agreed that it was better for Ben to play Fruits of Grisaia on his own, because I've already played it. So it would just be kind of a drag for me to do the exact same 70 hours plus.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot longer than 70, I have a funny feeling.
Like, and I've already done it. But with Steins Gate, I've only watched the anime. So technically, like, in a point of it, both of us are very new to, like, this game.
Yeah, basically you get to see an expanded version of the story you got to see in the anime, and you know, I'm experiencing this for the first time, knowing absolutely nothing.
And you get to experience Fruits of Grisaia blind without a lot of my input on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll mention a few things time to time, and I like to pop in time to time just to see where you're up to. But yeah, like, like, I'm just leaving you to experience that monster on your own.
Yep, and it is a brutal beast.
It is a fucking beast. And that's more or less just because of fucking... I'm gonna go into Grisaia, because, like, literally half the time, I know there's a stream going, you just take fucking screenshots of, fucking
you mean I was gonna say, yeah, you mean from my favorite moments from the, playthrough with Fruit of Grisaia?
They are just mucking a fucking... saying really weird shit.
Yep.
My favorite is still, like, fucking, she didn't piss herself, everyone's here is kind enough to pretend we don't notice.
Yeah, because that was straight fucking savage when they were doing the, like, spooky stories and shit in the lobby.
Yeah.
That was fucking great.
Yeah.
The exact line, if you're curious, was there, it'll be okay. Even if Cheeto did piss herself in beer on the spot, everyone here's kind enough to pretend we don't notice.
You fucking legitimately turned into a kettle.
Oh yeah! Like, what else am I supposed to do with a line like that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's on a point that I made with Ben earlier when he first told me about your comment, which, thank you, that's really nice to hear that you actually enjoyed our commentary, but it made me just think, and considering what we're doing now, you'd have to put up with, like, probably 12 hours worth of us just going off and rambling about random shit.
Yeah, like we're doing right now, but
yeah,
like I said earlier, that's part of the point of doing the live commentary like this. That's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, if I just did highlights like a normal person would, because who has time for that?
No, mate,
you miss out on this. That's the point of watching the VODs.
It's the H-Factor and Caleb experience.
Imprudent, yeah, you're absolutely right. That is just the H-Factor experience, me going off on random shit during a stream. That's just what I do. That's just what we do here.
if you see on the chat, if you see as a title hfactor and Caleb play, you need to expect quarter of the stream is just going to be us segueing out of fucking playing the game and talking about. What do you fucking honestly think would be the funniest thing that we just started rambling on about?
Off the cuff, I'm not sure. I know. I have to think about that one.
A bunch of random
Fucking
shit.
hell. I mean,
Like, I think Devil on G-String had a lot of moments because it had a lot of comedic things. Metamorphosis, oh god.
Yep.
I think my favorite was probably, like, just the obscure references. It made it a lot easier to talk about stuff, like that moment where, like, fucking Cannon walked in and just said, yeah, guess who's back? Back again?
that was Zach's moment right there.
Yeah. Like,
I was gonna say, when I checked the fucking
big.
Devil on G-String chat, it's like, still arguably the best clip of the series. That was his moment.
Yeah, fucking 100% agree. That was, like, the best clip of the fucking series. Because it's like, I noticed it, and then I just started laughing, and then you're confused, and then it's just like, when you looked, we both had that exact same thought. That, like, it could not have ever been referencing anything else.
Definitely.
And that's a kind of key of, like, the kind of style of writing that you see the difference between... Because you're experiencing right now the writing of... You've experienced the writing of Devil on G-String, you're experiencing the writing of Steins Gate and the Fruits of Gosiah. You're experiencing, like, three different writers and how they like to add comedy to their writing. Like, a lot of Steins Gate has that, like, meta fucking cultural, like, jab at fucking weebs and shit. And
Yep, and it was doing this all the way back in 2009, let's not forget.
Yeah. And Devil on G-String had a lot of jabs at, like, just general pop culture. And just obscene references to shit that... It was just funny. And having the moments of half of just Aichi's fucking character in general.
He was the comedic relief. He was the best character.
He was, like, we always arguably made the argument that he was probably the most villainous character in that entire game.
He was!
Arguably more villainous than Mao. And I think his introduction to, like, it was, I think the first episode, like, that when that face came, and
I still have it saved in my photo album.
Oh god, like, hold on, can I still pull off an Aichi voice? Like, I'll read this line from Mayuri in Aichi's voice. Yesterday you talked with Christian for a long time, didn't you?
Where is it? I know I have it in here somewhere.
I see what you're doing. What are you doing? Hi! Hi guys. I'm a very kind and gentle soul. Fucking horse. That was one thing I guess I loved about getting to voice the characters. That we could, like, give our own little comedic spin on them.
Yeah, that's kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
That's why I love to do it.
Who misses fucking Usami fucking terrorizing a bunch of kids dressed as a penguin?
Yeah, that was great. That was fantastic.
Honestly, we should continue.
Yeah, we should eventually get back to why we're here.
Why we're here.
There it is! There it is!
What?
There it is! Fucking finally, I found it!
Legendary.
It was higher up in my photo album than I thought it was.
Oh god.
Okay.
we intended to segue out of back into playing, but now we're back out. Oh god.
Okay. Pictures. Screenshots. There you are, you bloody bastard.
Have you pulled it up on stream, or are you sending it just
I'm about to. Yep, you mean this face.
I missed that, boy.
Good shit. Oh my god.
I will return.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. I need to fucking get in. I am so glad that we've Aichi is immortalized in our hearts.
He will never be forgotten. About the side endings in Steins Gate, do you think Okabe going back in the time machine with Suzuha and her ending would change Mayuri's fate? If Okabe went with her, you mean?
I have a theory about that, but I'm speaking with the context of what I know is going to come and where a lot of this leads to. And I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I have a theory of where the visual novel goes and expands upon,
Pardon me.
Considering what I know, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I have a feeling, I generally know what goes on within the story, but with how the visual novel expands upon it with the different the different tractor fields, I'm gonna, keep my mouth shut because I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen. But
okay.
I'm gonna keep that theory because it's given with context that you haven't experienced yet.
Considering what's learned later, I'm pretty sure it fails as imprudent.
Well, he can't say shit, he's played the game. He literally played it and finished it while we were playing it.
Anyhow. I think that's enough side tangenting for now.
I agree. I've got about half an hour up my
Okabe
sleeve
is
before I'm
silent.
gonna go check my, Something's wrong, you should talk to Maishi too, okay? Hey, let's go apologize to Luka-chan. Will you do that for me? Maishi will come too, so let's... Oh no. Oh, fuck, no.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh. Ocarine?
Come now, Mayuri. Me? Worry? Don't be ridiculous! I am the insane mad scientist, Hoin Kiyoma! I have nothing to worry about! Yes, you do.
Yeah,
all I have is the hunger for chaos!
I'm pretty sure the hunger of chaos is what got you into this mess in the first place.
Yes it is. And Mayuri's just concerned now. I can't tell Mayuri. I can't. Even if Mayuri hates me for it. Dude! Who goes there?
Oh no.
Something important? What? Okabe-san,
Lord.
I have something important to talk to you about. Please come to the shrine when you can. I'll be waiting. Please.
I'll be waiting for you, senpai.
Oh, this just got real. I told her everything yesterday, including about Mayuri's death. Perhaps, after sleeping on it, she finally decided to believe my story. Only one way to find out, right? Alright. I get up from the sofa.
Where are you going? Why is she not done talking?
I'm going to Lukako's.
Really? You're going to apologize and let Maishi come too?
No. That will just make it harder. I put my hand on Mayuri's shoulder. Please, take care of the lab while I'm gone. Mayuri's shoulders droop. She looks sad for some reason, but she lets me go. But I think she's worried about what you're gonna do, Ocarine. When I reach the shrine, I find Lukako standing alone in the courtyard. She's dressed in regular clothes instead of her Miko garb. She still hasn't noticed me. Lukako stands still in silent courtyard. The only movement comes from the trees swaying in the summer breeze. It's like a scene from a movie. I stop and watch in fascination. Finally, Lukako turns around. Oh! Oh, here we go. Our eyes meet.
Possible thumbnail.
Yep, this is one of the ones you suggested for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I awkwardly clear my throat and walk towards him. Her. Lukako bows her head. You came. Thank you. We stare at each other in silence. Crap, this is awkward. I can't stand this silence, so I try to start the conversation. What did you tell Mayuri? Sorry, but Mayuri-chan's the only one I could talk to about this. I mean, how much did you tell her? I kept most of it a secret, especially the stuff about her dying. That's a relief. Do you still think I'm joking? Lukako shakes her head. Wait, she believes me? You said you had something important to talk about? Yeah? Oh, god damn it! Faris' influence is rubbed off on him!
Oh, no!
God damn it, Okabe! Don't mind me, just gonna yoink that real quick. I'm trying to be gentle, but for some reason I wound up talking like Faris.
I wonder why.
Really don't know how to deal with Lukako now that she's a girl.
I'm glad that we fucking changed the server's name temporarily to the Cult of Faris. Because this is just perfect.
It really is. Lukako takes a deep breath as if to prepare herself. Her face is turning red for some reason. She opens her mouth to speak, then closes it again. This continues for several cycles. What's wrong with her? Her tension is getting to me. My heart starts pounding like an alarm bell. Yes? Want to ask? Yes?
If anyone wants to know how much of a fan of fucking, like, Faris fucking Ben is, the fucking... the profile picture to the fucking server has literally just been Faris for, like, months.
Uh-huh.
It literally
Okay,
just says,
then.
just been Faris.
About what you
Just
said yesterday.
Or...
Yeah. I... believe you.
Faris, yeah, Faris. Oh no. Something has been posted in Steins Talk.
That's great! So, she's willing to go back to being a guy, even though I hurt her feelings! Why did you decide to turn off voices? I believe because in the initial episode, we held a vote, and the vote was to keep the voices off. That was a vote decided by the chat in the first part.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why we held a vote. For her to believe me in spite of that makes me pretty happy. But something's strange about Lukako. She still looks wound up pretty tight. In fact, it's gotten worse. Now she looks on the verge of tears. So, well, in exchange for becoming a guy again, in exchange, she wants something in return. I wasn't expecting this.
How come it?
For today and tomorrow,
Oh no.
stop before my Yuri-chan is in danger. What is she talking about? My throat goes dry. I'm so tense and I don't know why. So, please be my... I couldn't hear you. One more time. Lukako's voice was even softer than ever. So soft that I couldn't hear her from here. Please be my... But... No good, I still can't hear her. Speak up! I'll do anything I can.
Speak, apparition.
Boyfriend. What? Please be my boyfriend.
Oof. I wish I was there to vote otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, now you're apart. We hope that you stick for the rest of the time. So if there's another moment that you get to vote, you get to vote.
What? Boyfriend.
Oh, God.
Takes me a while to process the word. Meanwhile, Lukako starts squirming and fidgeting. She refuses to even look me in the eye. My heart's pounding. What's going on? What did she say to me? Boyfriend.
Oh my God.
Boyfriend. He's slowly piecing it together. Give him a minute, guys. Boyfriend. Alright, yep. He's finally through processing it. Took him a minute, guys. He's not used to this. She wants me to be her boyfriend until tomorrow? What? Why? Without thinking, I asked the worst possible question. I told you he's not used to this, guys. He's not doing very well.
Definitely can't fucking be putting
Monty
on
is not
headphones.
impressed. Here we go again. Lukako curls up even smaller. I like you. Her voice is as small as the buzzing of a mosquito, but it has all the courage she can muster. I feel my heart tighten at those words. Silence. More silence. Wait just a second. This is too sudden. I mean, maybe it's not sudden exactly. I've known about Lukako's feelings since yesterday, when Chris had told me about the romance flag. I like how he still refers to it as that. But still, I didn't think it would come to this. My mind goes blank. I can't think straight. Lukako hangs her head, waiting for my answer. She looks so cute and innocent. I feel myself drawn to... No! No! That's wrong! That's just wrong! I am not attracted to Lukako. Yes, you are. Let me think about it. Need 5 minutes! I turn and flee like a scared rabbit. Now it's Okabe's turn to run away. Oh, how the roles have reversed. Oh my god, I love it. I'm so embarrassed. I can't look back. And now my Yuri's like, so, how'd it go? Oh my god. What have you done, Okabe? What have you gotten yourself into now? 10 minutes later, I get back to the lab. Mayuri's eating a red bean bun.
Alright, Kareen, how'd it go? Did you apologize to Lika-chan?
Yeah. So put the juicy chicken number 1 in the microwave and nuke it so that the D-mail is basically ABC, and... The microwave is developed by Knights of the Rosicrucian Order who used alchemy, meaning that the sound of the chime is the brainwashing device. The chime itself actually doesn't have any meaning at all.
Oh, Kareen's broken.
Yeah, Luca go broke, Okabe. God damn it. I muttered incoherently as I set up the time leap machine. Oh dear. What are you doing? God damn it.
What are you doing?
Making
Took the words
a
right
tactical
out of
retreat.
my mouth. Retreat?
Yes, you heard me.
Strategic withdrawal!
I told you this man could not handle playing God. How far do I go? As far as I can. Yeah, that's it. Far away from here. I jump all the way back to August 11th, the limit of the time leap machine's range.
This is a good choice.
Oh yeah, he's totally not gonna regret this. Oh my god, dude, what are you doing? When I'm done, Karisu is standing before me, fiddling with the phone waveforms to change his wiring. Stop staring. You're distracting me. How many times do I have to tell you? She's still working on the time leap machine upgrade. I know I shouldn't interrupt her, but there's nobody else that I can rely on. Genius neuroscientist! I need to talk to you. Make it quick. I want you to come with me to Yanabayashi Shrine. Tell me why. If it's a date or something, I refuse. Howie Kiyoma does not go on dates, much less with his assistant. Ridiculous. I don't think she believes you. I don't think she believes you, mate. Just putting it out there. She's glaring like she's gonna kill me. Let's leave the jokes aside for now. So, I need you to explain the differences between the male brain and the female brain. What? I love that response. I briefly explained my situation and what happened with Lukaku before I time leaped. How many times have I explained this to Karisu now? Who's keeping count? Well, that was easy. That worked, I guess.
4 minutes later.
Okabe-san and Makise-san, did you come to pray? Not exactly. Actually, we have something to talk to you about, Uroshibara-san. Yeah, this is gonna go well.
I'm fucking gonna see if I can ring a doctor, so I'm probably gonna call it quits, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
About your ear, you mean?
Yeah.
Alright, understandable, my guy.
Boys, you have a good one.
Yeah. It was nice getting to do this again.
It was. Fucking looking forward to doing this next week, man. And I've got openings for Sunday.
Alrighty.
Alright. Farewell, guys.
Yep, take care, man. I think I'll play out to the end of this scene and then call it an episode, because we're kind of in the middle of one here. So, I hate to go on without him too much longer, but this is kind of an awkward spot to leave off, so we'll keep going for a little bit. This is the strategy I thought up. Its name is Operation Christina. How fitting. Because that's what you love to call her for some reason. Luke Ducko reacts differently to me. I already know she'll have a breakdown if I tell her she's a guy. Yeah, anybody with 2 functioning brain cells in their head could have told you that. But she's not too familiar with Karisu, and they're both girls, so it should be easier if Karisu tells her. That's why I persuaded Karisu to handle it. Yes, totally. So I wait behind Karisu and watch silently. What might that be? Lukako is shy. He was distant with me back when we first met. When he was a guy! And I can see she's made a small wall between herself and Karisu now, too. She's probably like that with everybody. On the other hand, Karisu is very calm. Truly reliable. Karisu puts on a gentle smile and begins her explanation. Did you know? Male and female brains are very different. What? Lukako's just like, what does this have to do with anything? Hey. Male brains are right dominant. Female brains are left dominant. Yeah? By the way, the right brain handles image processing, spatial processing, and comprehensive judgment. The left brain handles things like language and calculation. The right and left brains are connected by the corpus callosum, which is more developed in females. You know how people say that girls are better at multitasking? That can be explained by the development of the corpus callosum. What? Luca's just confused. Like, why are you telling me all of this? I love it. Even Okabe's confused. What the hell is she talking about? Actually, these theories are kind of fringe. They're not really that credible. So if you don't mind, I'd like to do an experiment. An experiment? I want to try mapping your brain patterns to see if they're more female or male. What is mapping? Luca goes clearly frightened. Brainwave mapping. We just take a sample of your brainwaves. Anyway, you'll understand if you try it. Okay? Okay? It won't hurt a bit. No, thanks. I think you're coming on a bit strong, Karisu. It'll be okay, I promise. It won't hurt just a bit. Just come to the lab and we'll... Okabe, maybe you shouldn't butt in like that. I don't think that was a good idea. Oh, shut up, Clyde, I know. Stupid Clyde bot. Anyway. What kind of perverted old man are you? I lightly chopped Karisu on the head. What? Don't you what me? What did we come here for? What are you gonna do if you scare Lukako away? I'm just treating her like a valuable test sub. Go back to the lab, you experiment-loving girl. Yeah, okay, so that's the thanks I get for going out of my way to help you. I'm gone. You're on your own now. Yeah, so much for that. So much for Operation Christina. God damn it, Okabe. What was that about? Come on, man. Karisu leaves the shrine with squared shoulders, muttering darkly to herself. What was Makise-san talking about? Well, basically... Do I have to explain it myself after all? You're actually a guy. The result is the same, of course. Yeah. Good job! I hear the tweeting of small birds outside the window. It's morning now. It's nice and cool early in the morning, even though it's the middle of summer. Too bad the cicadas are already chirping. The sun's not too strong yet. This is the second time I've woken up like this, though the date was different the first time. Yeah, I think it was either the 13th. I think it was the 14th the last time you woke up like this, right? In any case, my mental state is exactly the same as back then. Through the front door, I hear someone stomping up the stairs. I jump up, thinking it's Moik up, then I realize who it is. Yep. It's Mayuri, come to scold us again. Ocarine, there you are! Mayuri enters and greets me with a disapproving pout. Originally, Mayuri was supposed to stay over at the lab, but last night she got a call from someone and left in a hurry. She probably went to see Lukako. Mayushi's very disappointed in you! Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. Of course. I sigh in frustration. Before I time leave, this happened on the 14th. Today's the 12th. Since I explained the situation to Lukako early, it looks like Mayuri's protest came early too. You made Luka-chan cry, didn't you? Luka-chan told me. She said you said she was a guy. Why would you say such a mean thing, Ocarine? I'm going to see her now, so don't worry. His dialogue reads like a sleep-deprived man just wanting people to get out of his face. Really? Thank goodness. You weren't gonna apologize, and Mayushi was never gonna talk to you again. That mail should come any minute now. Yep, there it is. It actually came. If I go to Yanabayashi Shrine now, Lukako will confess her love and ask me to be her boyfriend. Yep. But this time, I thought ahead. Christina? Christina! I start yelling at the development room and begin to hear the sounds of someone moving inside. Is Christina sleeping? She worked all night, so you shouldn't wake her up. I know, but I have to do this. Christina? Please wake up! Oh, shut up! Cursor comes out of the development room with sleepy eyes. Christina! Doo-doo-doo! She looks like a woman that needs some coffee. Last night she fell asleep at the desk. The sleeves of her clothes left a mark on her cheek. Her hair is frayed, her eyes are red. She rubs those red eyes. What is it? I'm going to Yanabayashi Shrine. Come with me. It's time for Operation Christina 2. Yeah, because that went so well the first time. Until the 15th. We can stop before my Yuri-chan is in danger. So, please be my boyfriend. Please be my boyfriend. Same as before. Only this time, I have to be her boyfriend for 4 days instead of just 2. Guess you could say it's a bold proposal. Fortunately, I came prepared. It's time to set Operation Christina 2 into motion. This is not going to end well. Last time, things got complicated when I added that experiment-loving girl to the conversation. This time, I had her watch things from the shadows near the staircase. Excuse me, I need a moment. I turned my back to Lukako and called Kurisu. Sup, you filthy normal. Who's a normal? Think about how I feel for once. Did you hear what Lukako said just now? No, fill me in. You weren't listening? How am I supposed to listen from all the way over here? She confessed until the 15th, then back to manhood. Roger. And? Why are you asking me? Just grant Urushibara-san's wish. But it's Lukako. What's wrong with her? Look at how cute she is. She's, her being a guy might just be your imagination. From my perspective, she's always been a girl. Ugh. Just give up. Bye. What? She hung up. Damn it! Why did I even bring her along? You really shouldn't have. Useless assistant. You're just wasting her time, man. That's all I can say. I stuffed my phone into my pocket and head back to Lukako. Were you on the phone with Monkey Say-san? Oh, yeah. Oh. You looked like you were having fun. Nonsense. Is this pressure? Is she applying psychological pressure? So, Lukako fidgets restlessly. Your answer? Please be my boyfriend. A 4-day trial relationship. Will those 4 days feel long or short? I mean, sure, Lukako is cute. She's very slender and delicate, especially around the waist, and her skin is white as alabaster. Even when Lukako is a guy, I occasionally found myself mesmerized by his girlish demeanor. Biologically, the current Lukako is a girl, so even if we do stuff, there shouldn't be a problem. But still, I'm on a mission to change Lukako back into a guy. I need to accomplish that mission to save Mayuri. If I go out with the girl Lukako and fall in love with her, then will I be able to treat guy Lukako like I used to? If I forget he's a guy and lose my self-control, it could result in complications. Going out with the current Lukako isn't the problem. And I still have my reservations, but cuteness is justice, right? The real source of my hesitation is the thought of what happens afterwards. The problem isn't Lukako, but my own heart. Besides, I'm supposed to be saving Mayuri, not going out on dates. On the other hand, Lukako's cooperation is essential to save Mayuri. Sounds like you're caught in an uncomfortable catch-22. Won't get anywhere if I reject Lukako and make her cry. For the sake of my goal, I must overcome the problems of my heart. I'll do it! I'll take Lukako's deal. But if we're gonna do this, I tell myself, there's one rule that you must follow. You must not fall in love with Lukako. Even if it means trampling on her heart, you must not fall in love. Fall in love, and you could end up walking the forbidden path. Lukako is a guy. A guy. A guy. A guy. A guy. Guy. Sounds like a Geiger counter. And don't you forget it. Just don't forget. Very well. I'll go out with you, but only until the 15th. Tears immediately fall from Lukako's eyes. Why aren't you crying? Why are you crying? I'm happy. I wasn't sure that you'd say no. Thank goodness, thank goodness. Her face is red, and her eyes are wet with tears. Yet, she's really happy. Seeing her like this, shy and embarrassed, but happy at the same time, makes me feel... She's too cute! Mustn't fall in love, but I'm about to! Why does every single one of her actions have to be so cute? She must be doing it on purpose. There's no other way. Lukiko's cuteness is a terror of the universe. Okabe-san? What? Snapped out of his own thoughts. Lukiko wipes her tears away. Tomorrow. Da. What does she mean by da? She's Russian. Da. Please take me on a date. What did you say? A date? True, when couples go somewhere together, that's called a date. It would be a really dick move if I refused to go on a date right after we started going out. Okay, but where? Doesn't look like she's got a place in mind. I want to go where you want to go, Okabe-san. I want to know more about the places you frequent, Okabe-san. Well, sounds like we've got ourselves an idea. So in other words, she wants me to decide for her. It's really unfair to be so cute. People will forgive you for anything you say. I scratched my head and thought, then I'll come up with something by tomorrow. For now, I just want to get out of this sickeningly sweet atmosphere that's brewing. Alright. Yep, that was my thought, May Queen. I think that is where we will leave things for next time. That feels like a good jumping off point for now. My saves have gotten really disorganized. I guess I'll put it here. Yep. What an episode today. I know I say that a lot with these visual novels, but it just felt good to get back into it again after being away from this for a month. That's 2 episodes in a row now, and it was not intentional. Just kind of the rush of the holidays kept screwed with their schedules. Made it so that things just never worked out the days that we wanted to do it. But yeah. So we got into the Lukiko route a lot sooner than I expected. I thought we'd have at least like an episode before we got there, but no, it was really short. It was a very short gap. I mean, it was what? Only a few minutes? It's like, geez. So yeah, that was very unexpected. So yeah, I guess we're gonna finish that next time. Did not think we would be doing another route so soon. So yeah, that's all we've got for the channel tonight. I know Caleb kind of bowed out a little early. I mean, the route split is later. Well, I mean, there was a choice that we had earlier to not go back when we first learned about Mayuri having an additional 24 hours on the world line we're trying to go back to. I kind of assumed that was the jumping off point. Good to know then, I guess. Both choices lead to the same thing. Huh. I don't know then. Either way, we're still already on that path. Like, already we're on that path, is what I mean, I guess. But yeah, that's all for now. since it's so early, I'm probably going to hop into VC on the server for a couple of hours. Maybe play a little Geometry Dash or something. I don't know. But yeah. That's all I've got for the YouTube audience tonight. So thank you all for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully to go for a little longer with Steins Gate than this week. So we'll see. I suppose we will, Sergey. I suppose we will. Anyway, until then, take care.